The global fashion circus stormed through New York, London, Milan, and now Paris. The Fashion Week season is almost over, and we're already left with many unforgettable moments. But the French capital has its surprises too. We'll see one of France's most famous brands collaborate with the city's biggest symbol on the first day of the event.
Milan Fashion Week might be over, but it left us with some great memories we can't stop talking about. From Dolce & Gabbana's Queen of Hearts themed extravaganza to Gucci's 80s and Elton John inspired show. But it was Versace that stole the spotlight with its 90s supermodels tribute. Some argue that this edition of the event lacked social messages considering the current state of our world. But when we move on to Paris Fashion Week, we'll see it kicked off with a very feminist show inspired by French-American painter Niki de Saint-Phalle. Fashion giant Dior asked why have there been no great women artists, not only through her designs, but also placed it on the chair of each guest.
I think that there are many women that sometimes believe that it's very difficult to make what they really like. And so I think to give this example like Niki de Saint-Phalle is positive.
I feel like it's a really good time for women expressing themselves, and there was a lot of wonderful expression in these wonderful outfits.
The most visited spot of Paris was ready for a one-of-a-kind night. The Eiffel Tower hosted celebrities and hundreds of members of the public as part of Saint Laurent's Spring-Summer 2018 show. The French fashion house's collection stood out with its 80s disco style.
We didn't think we would be able to remain on the side and watch the whole show. It was really amazing that we could all take part. Well, not take part, but watch. It was extraordinary.
Ahead of the event, some fashion labels announced they won't be using ultra-thin models on the runway. We'll see how that works out when it all wraps up on Monday. But until then, it seems like the fashion craze will be taking over the French capital.
Fashion stylist Zeynep Soylu just came back from Milan Fashion Week, and she's here to break down everything that's been happening. So I'm just going to set it off to you.
Actually, last week we had the Milan Fashion Show, and 2 days ago Paris Fashion Week has started. In Milan we have good shows too, but at the same time the usual stuff didn't surprise it at all. But I want to talk about the Versace fashion show, because it was so nice with the top models of 90s, Claudia Schiffer, Cindy Crawford, and Naomi Campbell. They were all there at the beginning of, and the finishing of the show. It was so nice.
What about Paris Fashion Week? Because I know it started and there's a lot that we're to expect. Tell me what's going to happen then.
Actually, yesterday we had the Dior show and Saint Laurent. With Dior show, it was amazing because 80,000 pieces of mirror all over the show space, and it was like a fairy tale. And with the dresses too, they have the shining inside, so that's why it fascinated us a lot. And with Saint Laurent, it was super cool too. Underneath a fashion show, there was a space near the Eiffel Tower, so it was so glorious and glamorous.
And they had really nice boots. I really liked the boots that they were wearing.
Yes, with high heels.
Exactly. Paris Fashion Week is known for making its statements, and Dior has made a strong feminism statement. Yeah. But people are saying that Milan Fashion Week didn't come out with a lot of messages this year. What do you think about that?
Actually, last year with Missoni, we had something like that. She made a statement about women's rights. But this season, no, we didn't have so much stuff like that. But last season, Missoni did it. So it was good.
Do you think it's important for fashion designers to come out and make statements like these? Do you think it really has an effect on people?
It affected a lot, actually, because when you are giving the messages and everyone wear it when you have the statement on into you and onto you. So it's really effective, I guess. With the social media, everyone is posting stuff and wearing it and putting pictures. So direct message to everyone, so it's good.
Modeling is another issue that there is within these fashion shows. I know Louis Vuitton came out saying that they're not going to have models under the age of 16 and under the size of 34. When do you think we're going to start seeing normal women like us go on those fashion shows?
With couple of years, actually, the last 2 seasons, we are seeing normal models in the catwalks with Gigi and Bella Hadid, with Kendall Jenner, and with Kaya. I think they are like 36, but with the normal bodies, and with the shows of Balenciaga and Vetma, we saw like normal people can have the catwalk and tall, blonde, short, thin, thick. It doesn't matter. You can wear, and your attitude is so important. So that's why I think it's a little bit changed, and not like the skinny models in the shows.
So you just have to own it.
Yeah.
Okay, so with fashion weeks comes a lot of bloggers and fashion gurus and photographers just going down to the cities and doing their thing. How do you think this has had an impact on the urban life of the cities?
Normally, the cities having too much traffic and around. Actually, the public doesn't like it a lot, I think. But with this normal Milan days, it seems so natural and in the way of it's not that much cozy and going around. But with the fashion weeks, everywhere is like bloggers, photographers all around. So city is coming up in a hurry, and I think it's good for the city.
They've probably been used to it by now.
Yes.
Well, it was a pleasure having you on Showcase. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.